Hello everyone, we're here at the Figure Order with the Shimousa chapter. We're at the climax. This will be the penultimate episode, probably. I'll be splitting this one into... Basically, I'm going to be doing the first half of chapter 15, however long that is. Probably 3 arrows, maybe 4. Maybe 2 even if it's really like front-loaded. But then I'll do the rest plus chapter 16 in the next episode. And we still should gain 2 more levels. Could they fight, it looks like? We do have to fight a Saber, but he wouldn't be the second one. Because the first class that appears is the main, like, class you're fighting. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's the boss or the something. Yeah, we gotta set our line back up. Let's bring Anman, why not? Answer Toria. Betty, and Rama? What was I using? Is it Rama or Rama? Probably Rama, right? Rama is easier to say though. What was I using before? Was it Rama? Rama? I don't know. Yeah, sounds good. I don't speak. Is Indian the language? I think so. I don't know actually. Huh. Good question. Oh, desktop audio is working, right? Make a sound effect. Make a sound effect. Make a sound effect. Staring at the green bar. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Hi, Amakusa. Okay, good eyes. Ha! There are too many laughs. Shimousa has too many laughs. This is too much. Behold the advent of darkness. The end of the human world is nigh. This corrupt world will never be able to withstand Empireo. People who will wish for nothing more than to die and be whisked away to paradise. Yet there's no paradise anywhere to be found. Instead, this human world will be further subsumed. Subsumed? Is that a word? Into Empireo until hell lies in every direction. Ah ha 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 ha. There's too many ha's. Now that my Empireo castle has taken shape. Awaken, awaken, awaken! Obey the ritual bestowed upon me by Satan. That's not me summoning like a demon, okay? Like, I'm not talking to the audience right now. I'm talking like my whatever's in my room now. And activate your true form. Come on, gotta use the joke one last time. Ah, Satan, great Lucifer! This time I swear I shall save you. Once Empireo's castle activation is complete, the end of this world will be close at hand. In an instant, this frail alternate history shall be consumed by darkness. From there, this entire castle shall travel to the distant land of Chaldea. My revenge will not end here. It shall destroy the chronicle theoretical phenomenon where Chaldea resides. Indeed, it shall even destroy the true humanity itself. So is Chaldea like the true timeline? Is the, I mean, is this a lost belt? Maybe? Thus I shall bring about a future for those history has left behind. It won't be much longer now, Satan. Soon I shall hurry to your side with the hell that is the human world on my back. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, look. Too many ha's. It only do so much. Excuse me. Oh yes, I forget you're still here. Should you find your gag's flavor to your liking, princess? It's what flavor? Bubblegum flavored. Yes, it's delicious. I love bubblegum. See from your expression, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Of course you don't, you fool. It took me over 20 years of crossing between worlds to truly understand. I've seen many different worlds. Some are identical to my own world. Now there's madness reigning rampant, to the point that nothing made sense. There's a world populated only by sounds as calm and peaceful as any flute. In a world of darkness uninterrupted by a light of day. In time, I came to hear the voice of Satan, and in a flash, I understood everything. It was truly a revelation. Indeed, it was such a monumentous event that I ended up going through the final door myself. So are we just accepting that Satan exists in the Nasuverse now? Because I was pretty sure that, like, you know, some gods, like, you know, like Christian God, etc. Well, Buddha's well, like, yeah, well, he's not really Eh. It's arguable. I mean, well, I don't know Buddhism, but like, Buddha isn't like a god. He's just a guy who's like, hey, religion's cool. Is it that I met a god who also had his brethren slaughtered, just like me? Question mark? What is he talking about? Has he already gone completely off the deep end? Well, that was a long time ago. You're wondering if my eyes show signs of yes, aren't you? Indeed. I've been mad for quite some time now. I lost my sanity in Shimousa long ago. My heart is now not but a swirling vortex of hate, vowing revenge against those who perpetrated this atrocity. Is that what all the laughing's about? Call it an act of madness if you wish. However, you who enjoys the privilege of being a Tokugawa, remember this. Oh, it's like shark teeth. In every world that I've been to, your family is the same. Whether we Christians stand up for ourselves at Shimousa, whenever, you always come to slaughter us mercilessly. If I am insane, then you and your family are hateful, cruel, and inhuman. So I will show you no mercy. Even if this place is cut off from history, even if this is no more than a parallel world, I shall show you exactly the mercy you showed us. None. I shall kill every last one of you. Ah. His fury is staggering. Mention Shimousa. Who is this man? Alright, but even God in heaven heard that laugh, Lord Sorcerer. So what is the next step in your plan? Taking over this castle and kidnap the princess. Guessing that brings us near its conclusion. Indeed. You must grow tired of carrying that sword on your back for nothing. Yo-Yo Kobe, your time has finally come. Shinmin Musashi has come to the castle. You will kill her. From the moment I met you in the mountains of Shimousa, I could tell that this is the sole reason you exist. She may wield a cool sword, but she's still merely human. She has not yet reached the pinnacle of swordsmanship. But you have, nameless man. Though I burn with loathing for this world and everything in it, I still have some respect for your skill. There's no demonic sword in the entire human realm that surpasses yours. And so, with you on my side, I have nothing to fear from Shinmen Musashi. I hope it works out that way. I do want to pay you back for your hospitality. But I'm not so sure I'll get a turn. Lord Empireo is here too. His swordsmanship is truly terrifying. Once he draws his sword, his opponent's soul isn't long for this world, whoever they might be. But then again, you never know. The only thing you can never be certain of is that nothing is ever certain. Indeed, nothing is certain except the destruction of this world, thanks to my Henrietto Castle. It's a cool castle, dude. Perish, perish, perish. Look, I'm not doing the laughs. Back in my prime, a couple years ago, I'd do all the laughs. And then, like, what broke me? Final Morgan? I ran out of hard drive space. It's all good, though. If you heard me yell right at the end of the video, it was because of, like, a beep sound. But we'll choose to believe it was instead me singing Mashu and be like, no, you're gonna ruin everything. Mashu not being in the narrative really made me realize how much I don't like her. This is the Chaldea command room. Do you read me? Do you read? Senpai! Hello. Mashu! Hey. Thank goodness I finally got through. Da Vinci, our connection to Master has been reestablished. Good, good. Good to see my peerless genius has come through once again. You're bigger than I remember. So makes all the late nights I spent working on this problem worth it. And I guess now's not the time for chit-chat. Good job hanging in there, Horsey. Let me fill you in on everything we know. First of all, after you fell into a coma, something intervened in the dream you were having and brought your consciousness somewhere else. We already have data on hand from the time you fell asleep like this for 7 days, so we surmised what had happened fairly quickly. That's the Yenmin Dante's event. Even though we knew what was happening, nothing we tried could reach you. What's it called, like escape the Chateau Div? Something like that? For some reason, the only thing that eventually worked was ray-shifting Fuma Kotoryo. You didn't try anyone else? Well, I'm guessing from the looks on your faces that you have a good idea of why that worked? Must have been because Kato Danzo, someone I was very close to, was here. I'm the only one who was able to ray-shift here because she existed in this world. I believe that's the spell I brought with me finally activated when temporarily absorbed her magical energy. Ah yes, the special spell I prepared to reboot the comms on the Mystic Code Horsey always carries with him. Did you not try that earlier? Is rough going not being able... It was rough going not being able... Rough going not being able to get in touch with you. I get it. But at least we got through now. Fortunately, I don't think it'll last very long, since it looks like you're outside proper history. For that part, I'd like to keep telling you what's going on myself, but Holmes has been insisting that he have a turn. Go ahead, great detective. Pardon, my apologies for the intrusion. I'm quite impressed that you managed to restore both Fuma Kotaro's magical energy and your own magical circuits, Master. Your mind working now? I thought Shudendoji did something. I've deduced that the trouble with our communications most likely lay with you. To begin, your mind was able to attain something similar to a physical body after being transported in a manner not unlike a ray shift. However, that body is very much a temporary construct. The real one is asleep here in Chaldea. So did Shudendoji help us by, reconnecting them? Therefore, as long as your new body was able to adjust to that world, there shouldn't have been any issue. Had it not, it is entirely possible that your magical circuits wouldn't function properly. After all, the comms device you always use is as much of a kind of mystic code as it is a machine. Which means that the magical circuits within your body were unable to acquire energy, your comms device would fail to function as well. Come to think of it, when I first got here, I couldn't summon anyone. As I suspected, then either you adjusted to this world at some point, or perhaps someone helped you adjust through some special means? Helping me adjust, some special... I mean, it's gotta be Shudendoji, right? Believe it or not. Did she know what was going on? Do you think that Shudendoji's spirit origin may have shared memories with the version of her in Chaldea? I mean, it's a dream, anything can happen. I suppose it's not impossible, but it's still just a possibility. Besides, apart from that, she didn't seem to be linked to the Shudendoji we know in any way. But does that mean it was just a coincidence that she did what she did to Master's body? The chances seem vanishingly slim. Then again, I don't know what you're talking about, but remember, the karma implanted by the Curse of Annihilation destroys this vessel's pride and honor, along with everything else. In which case, it shouldn't be much of a mystery. But it doesn't do it all the way, right? I'm pretty sure we established that. Come to think of it, she did say this world was hell anyway. Fascinating. That means you have indeed found yourself in a nightmare. Mr. Horsey's wandered into the rift between dreams and reality. That is, I believe, the most likely explanation for our current predicament. A rift? Correct. Mr. Vinci gave a brief rundown before, but to be more precise, the medical data from the last incident and Mr. Horsey's condition during that nightmare he saw matched the data for his current condition very closely. Whether he remembers it or not, everything was carefully recorded in Chaldea's library, aka if you didn't do the event. I don't think it's been added to the Rare Prism shop yet. I know it does. The medical team who monitored Mr. Horsey during the last incident did an excellent job. And anyway, given the overlap between the two datasets, the answer is clear. Once again, my dream got connected to somewhere else. Precisely. This place where you now find yourself was neither a prior point in history nor a singularity that threatens humanity. It is either a closed-off subspace, not unlike a reality marble, a separate timeline, or an alternate world. Whichever it is, it has no effect on humanity at large. Well, it's about that. It's a special world. It is a special world does indeed exist. I guess it should be if a special world like that? Wait, I don't know. But it's part of your dream at the same time. In other words, what's the rift between dreams and reality? Correct. It's here that the woman peeking out from behind you becomes very important, Miss Miyamoto Musashi. Hi, I'm Musashi, nice to meet you. Wasn't hiding or anything. This is just a little strange. Nice to meet you. Sorry I didn't introduce myself before, Is this really the time for that nonsense? Our world is on the brink of disaster, you know. Oh, right. Sorry about that, Grandpa. You see other introduction, we'll have to wait. Sorry about that. Not at all. No, introduce Morabasa. Introduce him. Introduce his spirit origin. Well, I should collect the data. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Never to say, though, awful handy to talk to someone over a distance. Can only imagine what things would have been like in the age of war if we could have done this back then. Wait until you hear about cell phones. Hey, weren't you the one who was just telling us to knock off the small talk? I'm glad to see you're all in good spirits. Now let us proceed, Miyamoto Musashi. Given what Miss Kiri has told me about her, I devised a hypothesis. She is a traveler, a world crosser, a one-of-a-kind being best described as a mobile singularity. And currently she's with Mr. Horsey. And so nothing more need be said. Mind saying it anyway? I try not to make a habit of over-explaining things, as I generally find myself doing so to be rather lacking in tact. But very well. So did she basically draw us into the singularity? I believe Miss Musashi is a mobile singularity precisely because of the many connotations such a term implies. While one of those connotations is certainly that anything and everywhere becomes possible, there's more to it. Despite her unusual nature, she alone would not cause this sort of interdream phenomenon to occur. For example, the prior 7-day incident would never have arisen had the King of Mages not served as both an external and internal trigger. That's because of London, right? I think so? And Kayo no... no, I think that was just setting up for it. In other words, there's another factor at work here besides Miss Miyamoto. Go on, give it some thought. Imagine you must have some idea of who that could be. You really do love to treat your theories like truth, don't you, Holmes? Believe it or not, this is not how I'd prefer to go about it either. But circumstances being what they are, felt I had no choice. Who else could it be? Don't bother racking your brains when you don't know what he's talking about, Musashi. Grandpa. For example, say there were multiple mobile singularities in the same world. Such a phenomenon would certainly be unprecedented. It could result in any number of abnormalities or other unusual phenomena. Thinking about it in those terms, is there no one else who comes to mind? Sorry about that, my phone screen suddenly got like bigger. I don't know why. So, multiple mobile something or other? I think that's where I cut it. In other words, there could be someone else besides Lady Musashi who moves between worlds. Oh, now I get... Wait, there's someone like me here? So it's Amakusa. Now it makes sense. When you put it that way, the answer's easy. There's only so many people here who don't belong. Servant, Horsey, and... the sorcerer. I'm glad to see you've arrived at the same conclusion that I did. True, that does line up with everything we've seen so far, even before Onryo Castle showed up. Monsters began appearing throughout Shimousa at the same time that the sorcerer and the heroic spirit swordmasters were first seen. Furthermore, the swordmasters always had monsters accompanying them. And many more appeared in the castle town right before Onryo Castle showed up. I thought that was just a natural phenomenon. So that sorcerer was actually summoning them here all along. Do these monsters act in ways that further the sorcerer's interests? Yeah, I think so. They definitely obey the swordmaster's commands. And we could safely assume that this person is the source of every abnormality occurring in that world. Presumably. Huh? You're not totally sure? My original hypothesis, I surmise that Miss Musashi should be able to control these monsters in the same way. But that does not appear to be the case. Therefore, expect the difference is most likely a matter of output. This sorcerer most likely has a strong mobile singularity temperament, stronger than Miss Musashi. So, you mean he's the same as me, but a more experienced traveler? Precisely. I must admit that I dislike piling hypotheses, but one atop another like this. I prefer to keep my silence, given the number of lingering doubts I still have. Nonetheless, as we discussed earlier, this situation simply does not allow for such luxuries. It would be one thing if Moriarty had a hand in this, but I think I'd have to explain a case where my deductions are still incomplete. It's like having to explain Umineko like halfway into episode 2. Thanks for helping us, Holmes. Oh yes, just to be clear, the things I've told you here are not the full extent of my thoughts on this matter. I've chosen to withhold some facts and estimates for the time being, but it is not to unduly color your preconceptions. I trust you can understand that. Yeah, you're smarter than us. Get on with it. We geniuses can be a real pain in the butt, can't we? Pardon my French. So let me make sure I've got this straight. Once this Onryo Castle place fully activates, it might pose a threat to our world as well. Right now you're inside the castle trying to find and stop the mastermind. You got it. That does sound dire and all, but could something that happens in a dream really have an effect on our own world? If it did, it would be an unprecedented threat that we've never experienced before. Oh well, never mind that now. Let's get serious and go over what you need to know as concisely as possible. We have your coordinates down and we've verified your existence. We'll also move ahead with preparations to bring Kotaro back along with you. Fortunately, our connection is still unstable, so I'm not sure when we'll next have audio and visual. But don't worry, now that we have a lock on your coordinates, we won't lose sight of you. I promise. Nevertheless, the dream world you find yourself in right now is quite real. If you die there, you will die here as well. So make sure you're absolutely sure you return to Chaldea alive. Holmes, in all your investigations, did you never find even a little bit of tact? Even I know better than to be as blunt as that. This is me we're talking about. I mean, don't die is good advice. If you have something to say, why don't you say it instead of muttering to yourself? I wasn't muttering. I was just thinking that if I got out the call before I got a chance to talk to Senpai, I'd miss him as all. Yeah, whatever. I'll be back as soon as we save Shimousa. Thank you, Senpai, yeah. We'll be waiting for you here, so please, make sure you come back to Chaldea safely. We haven't done the battle yet, have we? We made it to the keep. Now we just have to get to the top as fast as possible. Well, we haven't climbed a keep like this in forever. Horsey, do you know about the castle in Himeji? I've been inside a number of castles before, but the only other one I've climbed is Himeji's. Coincidence. Wait, that was the one we climbed, right? The Halloween of it? Maybe it's not. It's pretty famous. You mean the Tale of Osaka Behime? Yeah, do remember a character thought to be Miyamoto Musashi appearing in it. That's the one. It's a huge and beautiful castle. I think it's almost as big as this one. Well, that's strange. It just doesn't make sense that Tokyo Castle would be this big, especially during the Tokugawa reign. That Holmes guy said this was a separate timeline, I think. I guess that explains it. Doesn't matter what it is. You should hurry to the top and kill the sorcerer person. Yeah, this would have been right after the Halloween event, wasn't it? I think it was November, so... Want to get back to Onui and Tasuke after all? No one can trust that woman, but... With all these monsters around here, everywhere you look, can't help but worry about them. Hang on. Stop the sorcerer? Will that solve the monster problem too? I believe so. Then it's simple. We head up there and take him down. Then we still have to hurry, of course. Agreed. It should be our final battle in Shimousa. Placing the rift between dreams and reality. Shuni. Damn, seeing signs of monsters ahead of us. Let's get through them quickly. Master. Okay. Probably the final Philly fight? Let's go through the middle. These things are still showing up? Or say I'm counting on you to watch my back again. You monsters just can't stop glaring at us living folks, can you? I don't know what hardships you suffered when you were alive, but I think it's time you shuffled off for good. I challenge you to a fair fight. No more howling in rage for you. I'll send you back to the afterlife myself. Yeah, okay, so we have Saber of Empireo fight, Amakusa fight, Long Swordsman fight, maybe a 0 AP in there somewhere, and then I assume that's all going to be in chapter 15, and then chapter 16 will just be 0 AP. That's my assumption anyway. Another thing, yeah. Yeah, Spartacus. I forgot I brought him. Get that up. Apparently, I remember reading on the wiki, if Shiro were to summon a servant without Avalon as a catalyst, it would be Spartacus. Just a fun fact. I don't know if that's true or not, because the wiki does have some misinformation sometimes, but I think that was a quote from Nasu. So unless there's a chance that it's wrong. Yep. What should I talk about? Like, I've recorded this is my 3rd video today, so I've run out of conversation topics. I need to make more Ruby. Not because I want to watch it, just because I want to complain about it. And Dark Warrior. You guys killed Kotaro. So Anastasia comes out soon. They haven't given a release date yet. I did look back at the banners. It looked like there was some downtime. I didn't actually look at the dates. I just looked at like the banners themselves. There is a I think it's a, what's it? Like Singularity banner. So like it's Fuyuki, you know, Orleans, etc. One of those. That's what we call bait in the industry. You know, they always do one of those before, you know, the big stuff. Then the big stuff, that's actually bait for the even bigger stuff. You know what that is? Bait for the biggest stuff. It's more masa. And Cito Knight. Although Cito Knight's bait for the real Ilya. And more masa's bait for the real Shio. Oh. I'm gonna stun him. This better be the last time we fight you, Yoshi. I should have done a quick buster, probably. Whoops. Or even buster. Figure might as well get stars out of this. Maybe Spartacus can get some crits out. Yep. So I'm ready for Anastasia, although I am also ready to have a break from reading Fate for at least a couple days. Well, even when Anastasia starts, I won't have to go on it as hard as I am with Shimousa. But I don't know if I'll be able to upload it all the time, though, is the thing. Like, I've been trying to alternate Nier and Shimousa, but if I do that, I don't think Anastasia will come out before I get to this point. You get him, Dante's. Okay. So to my understanding, like, Amakusa and Musashi are both, like, you know, mobile singularities, and they just kind of sucked us in accidentally. It's like magnets. I don't know how magnets work, but it's like if you take two magnets and super magnet. Another heal or MP game? Buster one has a heal. Sparty's case is actually pretty good for 1 star, Berserker specifically. Like obviously, you know, we have Ariash, we have Sasaki, who's pretty good. I think those are the best 1 stars. Well, unless you count Japanese servers. They added some new 1 and 2 stars. Finally, because they just kind of didn't. Is that MP block? Yes, it is. Just do that. Wait, it won't take down, will it? Dang it. Wait, why did I? Should have just brought out what's better your ma instead? Drama. I don't know. Hey, speaking of Rama, I've been playing Smite recently. It's like a MOBA. As far as like rip-offs of League goes, it's not bad. Like, I played it back in the closed beta. I got a key from a streamer. Like a really small streamer, so I was like the only one trying to get it. They didn't already have one. So I played a little there, and I was like, oh, it's fun. And I've reinstalled it a couple times throughout the years. I never played long. It's like, oh, my friend wants to play Smite. Okay, sure. Now I've been playing it. Friend of mine is into it, so, you know. Like, when it was in closed beta, it was very blatantly our rip-off of League of Legends. But it's come into its own, I think. At least a little. I know they had a crossover with Yubi. Oh no! I got back to the Yubi. No! I mean, that's cool. I also have battle passes, which I mean, that's something. Everything has a battle pass nowadays. I think even RuneScape has a battle pass nowadays. I haven't played, like, well, I've played a little bit of old school on and off lately. But I haven't played, like, the main RuneScape in at least a few years. They've been going heavy on microtransactions in it. Like, they were going heavy by the time I quit, but they've going even way heavier now. Like, if you took that away, though, it's... Like, talking about RuneScape 3 here, not old school. It's a solid enough game. Like, lots of people quit when they updated the combat. And I think at the time, I wasn't actually playing during that time. I played RuneScape on and off, basically. I think I've heard it was pretty bad, but they've updated it a lot through the years, and it's functional now. Oh, Saber of Empireo then. I mean, from a story's perspective, it's got to be Yagyu. We haven't seen him in a while. Plus, I have meta knowledge. You're gonna laugh when I tell you about it. I'm gonna wait for the battle, so. Where is she? Where? Oh, yeah. Here she is. Give me, I guess. And we don't have, ultra level up, do we? Yep. Oh, 50. Well, 49. You have like a 70? Of course. Switch you. Okay. I'll explain what I mean after, the battle starts. Like I said. So far, so good. Although, I'm surprised this floor doesn't look too different from the lower ones. I mean, we're almost at the top, right? That's right. This is the 4th floor, so only one is left. The only one left is the 5th and final floor. Since we haven't seen any sign of the sorcerer so far, it's safe to assume he's waiting up above. Stairs, huh? Guess that goes for keeps too. What is it, Musashi? I was just wondering how long it had been since I climbed a flight of stairs and what world it might have been. But I guess that doesn't matter now. Not when there's another evil aura close by. How about you, Horsey? Are you alright? Fine, this is nothing. Glad to see your special resistance still works here in Shimousa, Master. Make sure you catch your breath. We don't want to find ourselves stuck between high and low ground. Stairs are best traversed in one fell swoop. Tell us when you're good to go and we'll hurry up to the next floor. For a self-proclaimed old man, your legs sure are in good shape. Top that, you're not even breathing hard. That's because I trained myself properly. Don't know about other smiths, but I always forage while holding my breath. Really toughens up the lungs. Is that so? Sounds a lot like swinging a sword. Well, not that I know all there is to know about every other style of swordsmanship, of course. Huh? Kotaro? Kotaro? I didn't know Danzo was your mother. Oh, please don't worry about me. I was just thinking about the enemies we're facing. The last heroic spirit swordmaster is the Saber of Empireo. Should we assume he's waiting for us here too? I would. Can't imagine these people would be anywhere else. Otherwise, we would never run into that caster. He was a true monster, the type to bide his time and enjoy watching his prey struggle until the very last moment. And he still came to us with a bunch of smaller preys in tow. So I'm thinking this is the safest place here. I'd agree with that. Still, there's nothing you can do now that he's dead. So I say we forget all about him and move on to this keep's final... Oh. Musashi! Behind you! Musashi! I erased his presence so completely I had no idea who's right behind me. How can he still be alive? It's just a matter of luck now. I need to turn around, draw my sword, and cut him down in a single strike, slash. All in one motion. What's the meaning of... Yeah, Empireo cut him down. Revolting. Can barely stand to look at you. This pretty facade you wrap yourself in is nothing more than an illusion to hide your true, ugly nature. Begone, filth. Okay. You slew one of your own comrades? Comrade? I have no need for such outside interference. I never once considered that thing a comrade. And anyway, you certainly took your time getting here. For a while, I was not sure you would even get here before the world ended, Shunman Musashi. How did some gotta help with it again? A soul who is truly gifted at cutting human bodies apart in the most cold and efficient way possible? I guess... this... assuming there's not a 0 AP, this could be male Musashi, since he's still not showing up. And we just fight Yagyu later, but... again, why would we fight him later? You know, male Musashi could be in the same way Caster Limbo was. You know, just like... a generic thing. Or maybe I just completely don't remember. I presume you're the one you had most in mind, Saber of Empireo. Right. The soul is truly gifted at cutting human bodies apart in the most cold and efficient way possible. Huh, what an amusing description. Indeed, I do excel at cutting apart human bodies in an efficient way. The path I walk leads not towards the Buddha. I am but a single blade that can be swung effortlessly. In other words, my sole purpose is killing. Yep. My name is Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munanori, the final heroic spirit sword master, Empireo, the one who looks down from the highest point of all the heavens. Yagyu Tajima no Kami! You're supposed to protect Shimousa. Is this some sort of sick joke? Not surprised. No trouble believing you'd be capable of something like this, old man Tajima. There's only one thing I don't get. Every servant has a distinct aura to them. How did you hide yours? Simple. I am human, through and through. Though I may have been given the title of Heroic Spirit Sword Master and lead armies of monstrous creatures, the same person I always was. Still the same Yagyu Tajima. That explains it. A human wouldn't have a spirit origin that can go berserk. But how is that possible? Not even servants can withstand the transformation that comes from having the curses of karma implanted in them. There should be no way that you can still be human, unless you've already come back to life. I have not. I'm not a spirit returned from the dead. I am me. The same body, the same life as I have always had. I merely ventured off the righteous path. For that matter, collecting karma is trivial. Gathered all 108 Buddhist defilements. That's a lot. And here I thought you might be worthy of respect after you cut down that limbo guy. Turns out you're no better. You can try to hide it with talismans or spells, but you still stink of blood and guts. Yes, that is what happens when one spends time around monsters. Though you are first to notice. Indeed, the irony that I was praised for protecting the people of Shimousa when my true goal was exactly the opposite is not lost on me. Nevertheless, the shirt I did wear, I am no actor. Leading the procession of samurai to Tokai Castle was an especially difficult challenge. Seems I have now no choice but to create my mountain of bodies and river of blood here. It was all I could do to suppress my urge to draw my blade, but in the end, you made your way here none the wiser. Isn't that right, Shinmen Musashi? Let me start off by offering you my thanks. And not for humiliating myself by pretending to be an actor at my age. No, my thanks are entirely for you, Musashi. Help me see who I really am. 6 months ago, our paths crossed by chance, followed by our blades. It was the briefest of moments, but in that short span, every bit of artifice I had built up was stripped away. In a flash, my loyalty to Lord Yamatsu, the life I had devoted to my family's Shinkageru, all of it was gone. In other words, the man I once was had vanished. And all that remained was a single, monstrous swordsman. I did this? Then if I hadn't taunted you into drawing your sword back then, you wouldn't have ended up this way? Am I the one who pushed you into going mad? Wait, you did all 108 defilements in 6 months? I don't know what the defilements are. I assume they're like sins, basically. There's a lot of them. That's fast. I've done nothing of the sort. I was merely stripped of one layer of artifice. I could not be more grateful. That is why I just showed you my blade in return. You helped me see that my father passed on our outdated Shinkageru to me precisely because I never enjoyed studying the sword. This is why I was able to push it to evolve into the Yagyu Shinkageru. I was content with that. I believe that in the end, the way of the sword is the way of killing, no matter how you dress it up. That there is no special meaning to be found in it, and thus no value to be sought in life. But I was young. It's only at this age, after dueling you, that I realized the truth. The mystique of the duel, the feeling of life and death intertwining in a single moment, the time when your mind and your opponent's mind occupy the same space. And I realized, the way of the sword is actually quite fun. All of it existed to fight you, Musashi. A sorcerer appeared in the darkness and told me a woman calling herself Musashi would arrive in this world again. In which case, I had no choice but to face you once again. I've been waiting for you, Shinmen Musashi. I may have been regarded as the strongest swordsman in Edo, but only in a time of peace. In the end, such a title is utterly meaningless. As Edo Yagyu, my Otomaru clan can only be passed down to the ruling class. I simply said clan there. That wasn't even in the sentence. Did not pay much mind to my life before. But now, Musashi, I'm extremely interested in what comes next. I was born again as a demon to answer a single question. Which of our swords is stronger? That's your reason? That's why you let all those people die? It is. Right. In the end, that's all it comes down to. And yet, think out of everyone here, I'm the only one who can't blame one Aunt Tajima for this. No matter how awful the things he's done may be. More Lady Musashi. Of course I'm angry about it. Don't intend on showing him any mercy. That kind of evil wouldn't have flown even in the age of war. I hate what he's done, too. Leading monsters to slaughter innocent people. Trampling on other people's pride and beliefs, like with Lord Inchun. And all to satisfy his own selfish desire? There's no excuse for that. But even so, I can't bring myself to blame him. After all, I'm a swordsman too. I've also pushed myself to the very limit. I too want to fight strong opponents and push myself further by dueling with them. Someday reach a peak I can't achieve on my own. Even if I never obtain ultimate mastery, I at least want to go out triumphant over the foes that are right in front of me. Musashi? I'm sorry, Horsey. Know how messed up that is. It doesn't mean I'll let Tajima get away. But can't help but understand how he feels. Sorry. Just had to get that off my chest. You must be pretty disappointed with me now, huh? It's okay. You're just surprised is all. I see. Glad to hear that. Indeed. Could not have understood before my rebirth, but now I understand very well. You're exactly right. This is why I broke the taboo and drew my blade. No matter how much I may try to remain calm and unattached, my body cries out to battle you, right here and now. Though I must say, I could not believe what I saw at first. What do you mean? I never thought you would face me with only one eye. Reminds me of Mitsuyoshi more than anything. Yagyu Jubei Shichiyo Mitsuyoshi? I guess I can see that. I don't know who that is. Anyway, I'm sorry to spring this on you all of a sudden, but where are you guys going without me? I've yet to face this old man right here and now. Even if the world is ending and there's no end of people crying, suffering, and dying, this duel to the death still comes first for me. When you live your life swinging a big knife and cutting down other people, your pride comes before anything else. So go on. Go! We're leaving, Kotaro. I'm afraid I don't understand how you feel, Lady Musashi, but I wish you luck. You too, Horsey. Go on. Can't leave you behind. Huh? Can't leave me behind? Yeah, that I've proven a little more trustworthy by now. Oh, you're right. He's strong. Exceptionally strong. Yagyu Tajima no Kami's swordsmanship has reached a godlike level. He's seen things I don't even understand. I almost certainly can't beat him on my own, especially since I've only just gotten used to fighting with one eye. If I tried, I'd be dead in an instant. Really can't put anything past you, can I, Horsey? Got your back. Sorry I can't handle him on my own, but I'm glad you're here with me. Come, Musashi. You bet. Let's see if your fabled Yagyu Shinkageru can stand up to my cross blades. That's it. She'll never get the chance to do battle again. How fortunate that fate has brought us together. Come forth, my blood-soaked frontier. This mountain of bodies and river of blood shall serve as the stage for our battle. Consume the loser's soul upon their defeat. Saber of Empireo is the cursed name of my blade. The true name of my soul. Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori. Show me your sword, Shinmen Musashi. Our final battle is upon us. Let's do this! Yep, okay. So Musashi and Yagyu are gonna have a really cool fight. Okay, Musashi, get to the back line. Let Moriarty and however you say her name, the Gorgon sister, do this. Still have no idea. Yuri Ali? Something along those lines? So yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it after this video. I think this will be a good stopping point. Plus, it's definitely more than halfway through, right? I think the chapter is, well, about halfway through as a whole. The all seven. Oh, he's not. So, the reasoning I used to, oh dang it, I forgot to do this. The reason I used to figure out he's Imperial, well, because, you know, you'd have to fight him. And I remember, I talked about him last time. Guy I sat next to in class. Apparently in the Chinese community, Yagyu's nickname is a sitting grandpa. Or at least that's what it translates to. Which I remember that. I was like, oh yeah, he sits in a fight, doesn't he? Is that not this fight though? Do we fight him twice? When, yes, that would make sense, but... Maybe that was in the New Year's event? Because I don't think the summonable... I think the summonable one stands, right? Right? I don't know. I don't... Some fight, he sits down. Oh, no, is that like his animation? He sits before it? That'd be stupid. Please don't do that. Yeah, he's half his first... Oh. Well, he did do that. I guess that's just a skill animation. I actually do have him on the Japanese server, but I don't use him often. What's his, thing? Move buffs are a single enemy. What? That's stupid. You need mental debuffs, too. People upstairs are so loud. They were vacuuming earlier. I was like, stop it. Like that. I thought it was that was during this video, wasn't it? I cut it for a little while, and I was like, eh, you probably can't hear it. I just want to read the cool Morimasa scene. Although, looks like that'll be next time. I imagine that's gonna happen between Morimasa and Amakusa. I don't actually know about the scene except cool music plays and Morimasa's cool. I assume he uses like Unlimited Blade Works or something. Or, you know, something akin to it. I doubt he could actually use the real Unlimited Blade Works, but something similar. Because, you know, that's Shiro's reality marble. Even if he has the body. Well, what do you... I don't think he would. Or at least on a thematic standpoint, it'd be stupid if he can use it. He's like, you know, Unlimited Blade Works is like Shiro's like inner world. Oh, nice crit. Lots of HP. Unwavering will. He's single target, so... Or relatively... Oh! Waver's dead. He's immune to mental debuffs, but might as well try. Yeah, okay. Oh! Moima already has, Break Invincible. I actually meant to use, Trace on. Moima must better say Trace on when he does the cool thing. Just give me Shiro fan service. See, part of the reason I like Shiro so much is I'm just hungry for more Fate Stay Night fan service because that was when the franchise peaked. It's also when it began, but Moriarty! He dead. Yeah, like, I wouldn't say it's downhill since then, but like since like Zero, it's been downhill. Zero came out after Hollow Ending Exio, right? Like those three are like the peak three. I've heard good things about Strange Fake, but I haven't read it yet. So, it's like Apocrypha. The anime has some cool fight scenes. Also, I think the beginning was pretty good. Wardren and... Is it Shishigo or Sisigo? I think it's Shishigo. Are pretty cool. The rest is pretty bad. Well, it ranges from mediocre to like pretty bad. Somewhere around there. Maybe slightly good. But the like last 5 episodes justified for the anime at least. Those are good fight scenes. Which the light novel probably doesn't have that advantage because in grid and text, almost never is going to be, you know, better than animation. This is tough. You don't have 3 command seal. Oh no! Go for Chloe. I actually hate that they use Chloe instead of Koryo here. Like, it should be Koryo. Alright? I mean, Chloe's just like your nickname, while Koryo is like your real name. Don't they actually do that with Iris Seal too? Just call it Irie for some reason? No, that's why. Just go with it. Musashi! Okay, I'm going to do something here that's probably going to get people to hate me. I'm going to use a quartz. I don't feel like redoing this. Unless I kill him. I don't think I will, but it's possible. Still have a stun up, so. Wait, I probably should go for Chloe here instead of Emiya. Like getting her Noble Phantasm up, but you know, she's single target. Okay. Sitting Grandpa is about to lose his second health bar. Yeah, also call it King Hassan Grandpa, which I pretty sure is a reference to that one comic. So I assume they get translated into Chinese too. I haven't seen that in a while. I assume it's still going on. But I just got sick of it after a while. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. It's cute, yeah. It really jumped the shark once they introduced the second Gramps. That was like, whoa, that's ridiculous. Come on now. This. Let's see how much HP he has. Oh, let's hope he doesn't charge the Noble Phantasm this turn. If he attacks Emiya and doesn't kill him, we stand a chance? Yeah, we do stand a chance if he does that. Oh, what is that? Woo, okay. Oh, no, what? No. Okay. No, wait, mental debuff. Oh, wait, what is a physical debuff? Ooh. Okay, what does that do? Decrease normal attack effective. What? Oh, these are Noble Phantasms. So, what's Chloe's effect? Chloe? Short hit. Decrease critical rate. Emiya's decrease defense, right? Decrease attack. Oh. Whoops. So, it doesn't really matter. What should I do first off? So, does that mean you have to hit him with a Noble Phantasm here? Well, it came pretty close to finishing it. If we play that a little bit smoother, would have done it. Oh, actually, no, it'd have to be a lot. Well, actually, we can just use one command spell here and maybe get him. Assuming we don't die here. Oh, no, he's stunned, right? How much does this do? That's with the buff, too, so it does 47k. Ooh. Okay, so if we charge both of them, we won't kill him, I think. We'll get him low, and Emiya's dodge, so he should live this turn. So we might... Wait, normal attacks, right. He's the bone of his sword. Can't wait to hear that remix next episode. Spoiler, these are remakes of Emiya. Oh, she's actually saying the spikes on her highlines. I never realized that. I mean, it makes sense. It's the spikes on her high attack. Well. Also, normal attacks don't do damage, just reduced. Okay, who's it gonna hit? Ooh, good. He doesn't have sure hit, right? Ooh, okay, yes. Now give me an extra attack. Extra combo. No, don't evade! That's illegal! Command spells, please. Can I use a third of a quartz? Destroy Spirit Origin? No. I never realized I was there. Okay, don't kill Emiya. And don't sit again. Well, don't dodge again, particularly. Yeah, we got some stars at least. I don't... No, come on! I don't think... Okay, I think that's really... Oh, this is gonna be really close. If we brought Sharehit, we probably could have beat him. It's the craft. We didn't even change the craft essences. We still have like the bond up and all that stuff. Like I could back save a quartz, or I could just save my time and use the quartz. Come on! Ooh! Let's freaking go, my dudes! Show them the bone of your sword, Emil. Ooh. Whatever. I would have never used a quartz. Come on, guys. How lazy do you think I am? Kill him! Oh! Is this not enough to... We have 2 attack downs. Oh my god. I hate everything. Oh! Never use a quartz. Screw you, Yagyu. Eh, who cares? Look at those JPEG skulls. They're very clearly flat. Okay, yeah, we'll do the cool thing. Wait, did she have an eye patch in the sprite? Oh, I knew she had it on the portrait, but in game she has it too. Yeah, that's cool. That's not a playable outfit, I think, is it? Yeah, if we had used Musashi's shield, which would get killed, or the normal Phantasm, probably would have cleared. And did we use Waver's defense buff before he died? That may have also made an impact. And using the attack up when Musashi was there instead of Gorgon's sister Archer. Okay. Post battle. Cool jump. Okay. It was useless. Any attempt at trying to read your next move was completely futile. The essence of my Niten Ichiryu lies in adapting to hundreds, thousands of possibilities. But if my opponent stays one step ahead of all of them, there's nothing I can do. To defeat your Suigetsu, I had to enter the realm of the gods myself. I defend the one writing answer that lay beyond every possibility. In other words, I happened to slash through the unbreakable heavens themselves. Like Kengo Bato! Ishana Daitensho. I'm indebted to you, Tajima no Kami. Thanks to you, I awaken my ultimate technique. Is this you showing mercy to your opponent? Regretfully, it seems my skill is insufficient to reach you. Not at all. Couldn't have beaten you alone. Your swordsmanship was divine in the truest sense of the word. I doubt you'll end up going to paradise, but just in case you do, give Lord Inchun my regards. Very well. I feel much better. Cursed Mitsuyoshi, so this is how you felt whenever you swung your sword. No wonder you improved at such an incredible rate. How infuriating. You may not wish to hear this from me, but I'm afraid I shall say it anyway. Shinma Musashi, Master of Kalneya, this was the most enjoyable duel I've ever experienced. Oh, alright, he doesn't just disappear, right? He bleeds profusely. I win, Saber of Empireo. Okay, I'm gonna call it. I think this might go over an hour, because I had to cut it so I can't see the real time. But this one's 40 minutes, so... Jeez. Awakening? Pardon? Miyamoto Musashi is in the truth in its enlightenment. Miyamoto's Musashi Noble Phantasm animation is partially changed. What? Okay. Didn't know that was a thing, but sure. Whatever you say. This was Avenger? Amakusa, I guess? He's evil Amakusa, so he's an Avenger. Probably. Makes sense to me, sure. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna do it some other time. Hopefully when my neighbors aren't as noisy. See you guys then. Bye.